Of
Okay
no
then.
context.
Wait, what?
This is
What is this?
Dun dun dun! A
Hold on.
Kane vision!
No,
Wait,
I wanna.
wait.
No,
Mine!
let me out!
Mine!
Let me out!
Let me
Let
read
me
it!
out!
I wanna read it! I wanna read it! I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening.
Why is your Kane vision? Let me out!
Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums, I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing.
This is you, you with me. It's like this is
This is
stupid.
literally what our entire playthrough's been like.
This is dumb.
Recording I talk a lot. Oh, that's fine. All
It's
of his
completely
feelings and
fine.
worries and fears became mine.
I like Chad being filled up.
Yeah, my mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant. We were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise, like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship that we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him. We became one, inside of Junpei. Somehow, I found myself in Junpei's mind, 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once.
This is so stupid.
One was the present, the other was the future. Perhaps you could think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. I gave way too much narcotics to Taya!
I wanna die. Why is this video game a thing? Myki, if it gets even dumber than this in VLR and Zero Time Dilemma, I'm gonna Alt F4 my own. I'm gonna Alt F4 the computer and throw it out the window.
Yeah, okay. In that case, you might not. You might not want to play those. I only tell people to play 999. VLR and ZTD are up to them.
Okay, we're playing it then. We're playing those.
Seriously?
Yes.
Do you want to throw out your computer?
Dude, what if you could be like a planet? Yeah, I'm doing them. I'm not gonna throw out my computer. I'm just going to say, you're just gonna laugh at my misery.
Yep. Eventually, it became difficult to separate them, determine which movie is which.
Ah.
However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother Ali. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway, burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. I couldn't read the DVD box set. It made it difficult.
Oh my gosh.
Another girl stopped the crying girl and glared down, slapped the crying girl and glared at her. It had been 2 hours since the Notre game began. We were starting to fall apart.
Screw Ace.
But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Why in the world is there a kid named Light? Why?
Hey, you want to know you want to know Clover and Snake's or Light's canon last name?
Darkness?
Oh, I wish. It's Field. As in Clover Field. And morphogenetic fields. Hello?
Video games.
No, I think it was mostly the pun. I think that's the only
Hello?
reason he gave.
Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. Snake, let's get him a box for his birthday. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q, and is desperately trying to send
Oh
information
yeah, hey, you want the
over
art
to
of
me.
every character from 9 years ago?
Sure.
Okay, let me look for it. It's not really a spoiler anymore since we're already here.
Are you DMing it to me?
Yes.
Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
So her actual name is Clover?
Oh yeah, it's still Clover.
Wow.
Oh, as he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. You know what this is. In his hand, not head, were 9 4-leaf clovers.
Add it.
That's 36 leaves.
That's in the digital roots. 30. Give me.
Yes, yeah, it's 9.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate.
Myki, how many N9s do we have right now?
Let me add 9th birthday.
Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q.
Oh yeah, I
with
never
Clover.
told you, but I named the document that we're recording all the 9s in. Kagana is gonna have a stroke. Hello?
I just looked at chat.
Okay, one sec. This is my Cadillac broccoli.
For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can
Wait,
take
trust
all
isn't one
3
of the
those
words,
to
you
heart,
liar.
then I promise that good luck will come our way.
Trust
Did
is
you
not
know
the
that
right
the
word.
leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck?
No, it was hope,
Those
faith,
words
love,
are
and luck.
leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
I will die for this
He gave
broccoli.
a clover to each of us. I took one too. I need my greens. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Now don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer, and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors but 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time, it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors!
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
Was that Ace's doing?
yes, this is Ace's doing. No, this already said. This is voice. This part's voice.
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes.
I've got it. Let me check. Nope, we got it. We got it already.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Myki, quick question.
Yes.
I'm gonna DM you, and I'm gonna DM you a word, and I need you to know. I need to know if this is TSA, if it's safe for me to say on Twitch.
You mean TOS?
Yes.
Okay, because TSA is like for traveling, right?
Yes.
What did that thing say?
Where's the art? I'm looking for the dang art.
My DM
No.
did. Can I say it?
I mean, if it's not like being sexually explicit, I think it's okay.
That didn't sound good.
Trying to figure out another word.
They debated them.
This room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Where's this stupid art? Abject
Myki.
terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, Junko came out of nowhere.
Oh, thank goodness.
High up on the wall, a door opened, and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him Seven.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like Seven had said it did. The four of us who had stayed behind were saved by Seven.
Okay, so the plot important characters stayed behind.
Yes. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall. You know what, Kagane? You would honestly be good for like video game sins.
Really?
Yeah, you've got. It's like, wait, what the heck?
Yeah, the plot important characters stay behind. It's called Characters Ex Machina.
And then it's like 2 dings per 9.
Yes, 999.
No, have you ever seen the Final Fantasy 13 one?
I know. I believe 200 sins are removed for every single time Snow is punished.
No, and they added like more every time they said enemies of Cocoon or something.
Oh no.
And they said that so many times.
How many?
I don't know. It started with 1 sin, and then it caused 2 sins, then 3, and then ultimately 4.
Ugh. It just had. Oh my gosh, this incinerator will give you some sick burns. It just had speakers which roast you for several hours. Oh, look at chat.
Yeah, I see it. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. Okay, this part, I'm gonna admit, you're gonna find it kind of stupid. This part, extremely stupid. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Ali, Snake, and Seven.
Wait, no, because we've seen in the previous when Seven was telling us that Akane was grabbed by freaking Ace.
You will see what happens. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. And drop kick them open, it would be bad. God, I wish it were that easy. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado.
It's the Final Fantasy VII stairs.
Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. Geez, that's mean. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop. I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they have caught up. That was when I realized. Here's the dumb part.
Where is it? Did I drop Junpei's present?
I want to scream.
Here's the stupidity part.
Ah!
I knew I had it with me when we passed through the vent. Cinema Sin, why did you bring us something like that?
Hack. This is so hacky.
I'm too lazy for that. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to.
This is so freaking. Myki, we're doing a Cinema Sins.
Oh yeah, sure, totally.
And I need you
I
to
don't
edit
mind.
it.
I love this game to death, but I will make fun of it as much as possible. I will make fun of it happily.
Can you edit it?
Just have our own Cinema Sins video.
For $9.99? Yes, I agree.
Are we gonna do all the routes?
Yes.
Dang! But I knew I couldn't tell the others.
And they'll probably have to take be a few years, so make sure to write that down.
Oh, yeah. They would stop me. I was sure of that.
That's so stupid.
I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows. Moments later, I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me, up the staircase.
Wait, how did they not notice?
I think she went in the side. She's small.
Must.
I really want to go back for it. I waited until they were out of sight and then I ran. I mean, to be honest, this part, it canonically takes place in 2018, so maybe.
This is so stupid.
I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent.
Yeah, and then Ace comes out, be like, "Hi," like it's
I ran over and snatched from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs and freedom.
Oh.
The door to the incinerator opened, and a man stepped out.
What a bad video game.
It was Hongo. Gintaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
Prick.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
I would drown him in liquid nitrogen and incinerate him on the spot.
Damn.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards.
Myki,
Very good at Ace Cub. Yes?
I'm giving this game an ace out of 10. Freaking Ace ruins this entire video game.
Damn, okay.
Okay, I'm saying that as a joke. I'll give you my proper review once this finishes.
Ace out of 10. Ace out of 10 would shove him into the incinerator again.
Exactly.
1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
Thank you. He does ruin everything.
Pretty much!
I said, come with me.
But that can be taken out of context, and
No,
no. I'm going in for another jab. He would do this.
Okay, yeah, this he would do. He would definitely pull a little girl into a room and kill her.
Yeah,
there was
that's
an edge of insanity to his voice now.
Wait, hold on a second. No, he was not. Of course, Clover was 9 years old. And
Yes.
9 years later, she would be 18.
Yes!
That's stupid. If it was, if Akane was 18 here, I would be all right with it.
Oh yeah, since we're no longer gonna see Santa, I have the overall total of swears.
Okay.
It's a lot less than I thought. Either that or I might have miscounted, but I got 82.
Have you gotten how many times I told Ace to f off?
No, I thought we were only counting Santa swearing.
Okay, good point.
I pulled as hard as I could.
And he is also voiced by Commander Hope from SMT4.
And the principal from Persona 5.
Ugh.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
Return Hongo, I would definitely apply Bernie deodorant too.
Hold up.
Yeah, I would spray like a spray deodorant, light on fire and apply it to his armpits.
Jesus! I shook my body and flailed my arms. Okay. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator.
Leave my watch alone.
I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out. But then,
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator.
Hold on a second, does that mean Santa probably capped Ace once he left the room?
Totally.
Good. But
Like he wouldn't do that.
no, I'm pretty sure he would actually cap him in the nuts.
No. Use all the bullets. One in his head, one in his nuts, two in the heart.
No. He has to make it as painful as possible. So he would aim for each major artery.
Oh. And then leave one for the nuts.
Exactly.
The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me. Behind him, I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. The cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object here, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door.
Miki,
What?
I'm naming this this part.
Screw you, Ace!
No. I'm gonna name it "Fuck You, Ace," and I'm gonna have to.
The picture of Santa holding him with a gun?
Yes, I'm gonna need you to give that for me.
Which one? Wait, there's like two. The one where Ace is on the ground, or when he's or just before Santa leaves?
Just before Santa leaves.
Got it. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all, and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later...
Wait, what's the point of that?
Oh, you'll see. The
I don't
2
see
other
the
doors
point.
slid shut as well.
I don't see the point. Also, I need to check my, For some reason, my mic settings is dead. Hopefully, can you check with Leon and see if I'm still able to be heard?
Leon? Can you hear, Kagane? He's just being weird. For the sake of being weird. Ace is a big meanie! Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with a 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
Thank you.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged. Incineration
Your turn.
will
What?
begin in
Wait, what?
18 minutes.
You're in Junpei vision now!
Oh, this is so weird. Okay. Alright.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy shit.